Holy Welcome back to the channel. In today's video we got something super special for the SURRON Ultra BE. We've got the brand new Torp TC1000 with the black heat sink from Darwin Ev, here local here in Seattle. So follow along and we'll get this thing installed and do a first test ride. Okay, before we start anything, the first thing you need to do, pull your battery tray up. Take off your seat, pull your battery tray up, and unplug your battery, whether that be a stock battery or an aftermarket battery, and cycle the key a couple times. And what that does is just remove any energy left in the lines, because you want the power off just in case the positive or negative lines cross or anything. Then we are going to get the old controller off. It's just a 5mm Allen, and there's a couple bolts. Alright, let me catch you guys up on a couple things. So, under the battery cover, you got to take this bolt there, that bolt there, and then there's two on the bottom. They're all a 4mm Allen, and that will expose all your wires here, your connectors, and that will allow you to take out those two connectors. Then that one is hidden all the way down, way underneath there, and it'll just pop out, and that one will be there. So now that we got all the phase wires, so you got your positive, negative, these things are definitely insulated way better than the light bee, just a little side note. But you got your positive, negative, your three-phase wires here, and then your hall sensor wire, and then your communication wires are just coming out of here. So now we'll get it all connected up to the Torp. On this controller, the Torp controller, very dummy proof. Positive, negative, it's all marked. And then blue, green, yellow, very, very clear. And make sure to use all their provided hardware. Alright, now that we got all of our, so we got our positive, negative, and our three-phase wires connected in, now we take their provided harness here, and you'll have all your different connectors, and each one, like, you can't screw up the connectors because each one can only plug into one connector on the bike. So obviously this one goes here, and then this will be your hall sensor here, and then your two communications up on top. So let's get that connected, and then we'll put on the heat sink, and it'll just bolt right up. It's very, very small compared to the stock controller. Have so much more room to move all the wires around and everything's, no wires are tight or anything, you have a pile of room. So let's get this hooked up. Okay, I'm just going to go through this hardware that they send you, just so it makes it a little bit easier. So they'll send you, the smallest bolts are for mounting the Torp to the heatsink. The big bolts here are going to go, your four big bolts will go directly into the bike, and then these two bolts, if you're using the stock skid plate, they'll go in the bottom in the little clips. On the stock skid plate, you'll see on the bottom, one there, and there's one there. Alright, the next step with the Torp TC1000 is once you get everything connected up, as far as the plugs and everything, you want to power on your bike. and you want to open up the Torp app, and you're going to go over, mine automatically connected, but you'll go over to the info tab and click Bluetooth, and you'll find the Torp TC1000. And then the next thing you want to do are go into, it won't be calibrated exactly how you need it, so you want to go into your calibration, and it'll have you select your motor. So obviously I'm running the Ultra Bee motor, but they have Torp motor, Sotion motor, they have all the options. So you'll choose Torp motor. Obviously have your bike on a stand because it's going to spin the rear wheel. So we'll click OK. It'll be running a calibration right now. So it'll want you to calibrate. Obviously gives you a notification saying the motor will spin. Run that. Wheel start spinning. All these sounds are normal, don't worry. Okay, once it says successful, then you'll want to click next, and it'll have you twist the throttle and then release. That just calibrates the throttle voltage, and then it's going to have you do a test to see if the rear wheel is spinning the right direction. I'm just going to hold my thing, so obviously that's spinning the right direction. Click finish and save. And then you obviously want to calibrate all these miles an hour, Fahrenheit. You can do speed calibrations and all that with your different size wheels. Make sure this says Ultra Bee motor type as well. Then here is where you can go in and change all your power settings, sport, eco, daily. So I'll just set one up. So I'm going to be running 80 volt aftermarket battery, so that's the stock battery, and then I have an 80 volt. So minimum, maximum voltage, all good. And then you can obviously set your motor current, and then your battery current, all that. So set that at 200, and then we'll play around with this, and then your speed, obviously there, that all saves. Then if you go back to one of these settings here, you can go advanced settings, your regen you can set up, and then if you have a regen brake, I believe you set it up in here. And there's one other setting. Your throttle settings, obviously, you can set up how sensitive your throttle is and stuff. That's super handy. And then all your other settings are right through here. So your firmware, this is what I was trying to find, your firmware update, including betas, and they update it very regularly. So that's all that stuff. And then your home page obviously gives you all your percentage and voltages and everything. Holy shit. We're out on our first ride right now with the Torp TC1000 on the Ultra Bee. We just got finished installing it, and all I can say is the power, the consistency, the reliability, just the predictability, I don't know what else to say, all those words. My mind is just going blank on how good this controller is. It's amazing. I'm running at about 15 kilowatts right now. I can
if anyone wants to know my exact like battery settings and all that, I can post them in the comments if needed. But this thing is so good. It's amazing. You can pop it up at any speed. Just pops right up. And it's got the speed too. We're doing 70 miles an hour, 71. That's crazy. This controller is amazing. If you guys didn't catch it earlier in the video, I got this controller from a really awesome company called Darwin Ev. They're local here in Seattle. Adam is amazing. He's the one that owns the company. I believe he gave me a discount code for this controller, so if any of you want to save a little bit of money, he is the best price right now. He is the best price on all Torp products, because I believe he was the original US dealer. So I'll leave that link, or I'll leave that code up on the stream, and I'll also leave it down in the comments if you guys want to buy a TC1000. Check out his page. He's got batteries, he's got controllers, he sells fully custom built bikes, he does everything. Anything you want to do with Surrons, hit him up. He's awesome. It is freaking windy out here. It's supposed to rain. Typical Seattle weather right now. It's supposed to rain in about 20 minutes, but I just wanted to get out and test this controller, and it's flipping amazing. My brakes are squeaky, my front brakes. I don't know if I glazed over the pads or something. It pops up so easy. We're on a 35-mile-an-hour road going about 40 miles an hour. It's so good. What these cars are doing. Oh, those brakes are terrible. Not the brakes, but the squeak. The brakes are amazing compared to the Light Bee. Holy cow, these brakes are amazing. The wind is crazy out here today. Holy shit. Oh, this bike is insane. It's scary fast. Little seat stander action. Oh fuck, just about lost it. This controller is so predictable. That's what I have the TC. Oh shit, speaking of predictable, and it just cut out. What the heck happened? Alright, we're back. I just hit the kill switch by accident. It cut out and I was hitting the ready button. It wouldn't work. Thought I fried the controller. Oh shit. It was just this. Ready. Or the kill switch, yeah. This thing's amazing. I keep saying the same thing over and over again, but holy cow, it's so good. And what people don't realize, like, they see the price of Torp, all their controllers, and they say, okay, it's higher than everyone else. Should I get this? Should I go back? Should I go an ebmx X9000? Personally, I haven't tried an ebmx X9000, but I've had the back 4000, I've had the back 8000 on different bikes. They take so long to program. They have issues. They're cheaper, yes, but this one, I plugged in all the connectors. I calibrated my motor, throttle, and made sure my wheel was spinning the correct way. That's all I did. I'm running stock tune, everything, and it's predictable. And I have it set in sport mode. I have it set at 20 kilowatts because I'm running an aftermarket battery, and I can wheelie at 20 kilowatts. It's so predictable. And then I have daily set at 12.5 or 15, somewhere right around there. I can post my settings up if you all want to see them, but it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Their controllers are outstanding. I don't know how they do them.